benefits from taking CTI classes, oh my gosh, where to start?
Oh my goodness, where do I begin?
The benefits are countless.
For a million reasons.
It's a good program for anybody who wants to make a profession in the theater.
I moved to New York because I wanted to be a theater producer, and the very first thing I did was take a CTI class, and I'm very glad I did.
Commercial Theater Institute, which is now in its 32nd year, is the only professional training program for the commercial theater, for producers in the professional theater. It puts forth the notion that you can train producers just like you can train historians and physicists and mathematicians in basic skill sets that will help them be better at that job.
So you learn about budgeting, you learn about contracts, you learn about marketing, you learn about audience development, and it's an opportunity to really dig down and get some much more hands-on exposure to the skills you need. It's also an opportunity to develop a relationship with a cohort.
What's so important, because we have a very small community and we're so collaborative, and it's important to not only understand your own discipline, but to understand what everybody else does and how everybody interacts.
Because the more you know about what makes up a show, the better you're going to do whatever it is you do for the show.
Through my experience with every class, I've grown, I think, as a producer, because knowledge builds upon itself.
Whatever show I'm working on, I can use the information I got on Monday and put it to use on Tuesday.
They have a working knowledge of the job that they're doing, makes them better producers, and it actually is healthier for our industry.
I think CTI is helpful in a multitude of ways. It certainly is helpful in terms of basic raw knowledge, but it's also helpful in perhaps a less expected way, and that is that in an industry that doesn't have a natural peer group, it creates one for you. The people who are in these seminars with you, the people who are in these classes with you, become peers and colleagues that maybe you will work with directly, maybe you will work with indirectly, maybe will just serve as a sounding board for you as you go throughout your career.
I would definitely have nothing to do with with Broadway right now if it wasn't for CTI. It's really just catapulted my learning curve.
In order to be a good producer, there's a whole element of creativity, and you need to learn about that too. But it doesn't have to come down out of the sky. You can actually build a skill set.
I would recommend CTI to anyone.
You can't really find it anywhere else.
There is no place else to learn the entirety of the theater industry than at the CTI course.
If you want to be a producer, you need to take CTI.